The vagus nerve, the longest cranial nerve in the body, running from the brain through the neck into the chest and abdomen. It does not control movement, it controls state. This nerve connects the brain to the heart, lungs, digestive system, and immune organs, acting as a communication line between mind and body. When the vagus nerve is active, the body shifts toward calm. Heart rate slows, breathing deepens, digestion resumes, inflammation decreases. This is the parasympathetic response, often called rest and digest. The vagus nerve listens constantly. It sends signals upward about heart rhythm, gut activity, and internal balance. Most of this happens without awareness. Stress dampens its activity. Safety strengthens it. Chronic tension keeps the body alert longer than necessary. Recovery is delayed. The vagus nerve adapts with use. Slow breathing activates it. Movement supports it. Connection reinforces it. Avoidance weakens its influence. It does not eliminate stress. It helps the body return from it. The vagus nerve is not a switch. It is a regulator, a system designed to guide the body back toward balance after challenge. A reminder that calm is not passive. It is an active biological process, wired into the nervous system, waiting to be engaged. The human lens, a living piece of glass, clear, flexible, suspended behind the pupil by microscopic fibers. Its job is focus. Light enters the eye, passes through the cornea, then hits the lens, where it's bent, refined, and aimed toward the retina. To see far, the lens flattens. To see near, tiny muscles tighten, the lens thickens, and focus shifts forward. This happens instantly, thousands of times a day, without thought. But the lens never rests. It has no blood supply, no nerves. It survives on diffusion alone. Over time, proteins inside the lens clump and stiffen. Flexibility fades. Near vision drifts away. This is presbyopia, not disease, but physics. And when proteins scatter light instead of guiding it, clarity clouds. A cataract forms. The lens isn't failing suddenly. It's aging silently. The human lens doesn't see. It shapes light. A transparent structure constantly adjusting so the brain can understand the world. When it stiffens or clouds, the image doesn't disappear. It blurs. And the body reminds you that even clarity requires constant adaptation. The knee, the largest joint in the human body, built to carry weight, absorb force, and keep you moving forward. It connects the thigh to the lower leg, linking powerful muscles through a complex system of bone, cartilage, ligaments, and fluid. Every step loads it, walking, running, jumping, standing up. The knee is not a simple hinge. It bends, rotates slightly, and stabilizes at the same time. This coordination allows motion without collapse. Inside, smooth cartilage reduces friction, letting bone glide on bone. The meniscus spreads force, protecting surfaces from concentrated stress. Ligaments guide alignment. They prevent excess movement, keeping the joint centered under pressure. But the knee depends on balance. Strong muscles protect it. Weakness shifts load. Poor alignment increases strain. Repetition amplifies small errors over time. Pain often appears late. Damage builds quietly. Compensation hides dysfunction until limits are reached. The knee doesn't fail suddenly. It adapts until it can't. When supported, it lasts decades. When overloaded, it wears unevenly. The knee is not just a joint. It is a transfer point, where force from the ground meets the body's weight. A reminder that movement depends not on strength alone, but on alignment, distribution, and control with every step. The skin, the body's largest organ, and its first line of defense. It covers everything, yet does far more than contain. The The skin is a barrier. It blocks pathogens, prevents fluid loss, regulates temperature, and shields internal systems from constant exposure. But it is also a sensor. Millions of receptors detect pressure, temperature, pain, and vibration. Signals move to the brain instantly, mapping the world through touch before you think about it. The skin is immune tissue too. Specialized cells patrol its layers, identifying threats before they spread deeper. Inflammation here is often a warning, not just a surface problem. It also supports metabolism. Vitamin D synthesis begins in the skin, triggered by sunlight, influencing bone health, immune regulation, and hormone balance. And it reflects internal state. Stress alters oil production. Hormones change texture and tone. Inflammation shifts color and sensitivity. What appears on the surface often begins deeper. The skin renews constantly. Old cells shed. New cells rise. This cycle slows with age, sleep loss, and chronic strain. When the skin functions well, it's barely noticed. When disrupted, everything feels louder. The skin isn't passive covering. It's an interface between body and environment, protection and perception, inside and out. Acid reflux. Not just heartburn, but a failure of timing and control. The stomach is built to hold acid, powerful enough to break down food, yet safely contained. Between the stomach and the esophagus sits a muscular valve, the lower esophageal sphincter. It opens to let food in. It closes to keep acid down. When this valve relaxes too often, or pressure rises too high, acid moves upward. The esophagus isn't protected like the stomach. Its lining is sensitive. Acid irritates it fast. Burning appears. Tightness follows. A sour taste rises. This isn't always too much acid. It's misplaced acid. Triggers are often mechanical. Large meals increase pressure. Lying down removes gravity. Slow stomach emptying keeps contents high. Stress can alter muscle tone and timing. Repeated reflux inflames tissue. Sensitivity increases. Symptoms can worsen even when damage seems small. The body tries to defend. Swallowing increases. Saliva buffers acid. Posture shifts unconsciously. Relief comes from restoring control, reducing pressure, improving timing, and keeping acid where it belongs. Acid reflux is a coordination problem. Digestion, posture, and nervous system signaling out of sync. A reminder that discomfort often isn't what the body makes, but where it ends up. The circulatory system, the body's delivery network, built to move life without stopping. At its center, the heart generates rhythm, pushing blood outward through arteries into tissue that depends on constant supply. Oxygen, nutrients, hormones, signals. Everything moves through this system. Arteries carry blood away under pressure. Veins return it, working against gravity with valves and muscle movement. Capillaries connect them, so small that blood cells pass one at a time. This is where exchange happens. Oxygen leaves the blood. Carbon dioxide enters. Nutrients are delivered. Waste is collected. The system adjusts instantly. Movement increases flow. Rest slows it. Heat redirects blood to the skin. Cold preserves it for vital organs. It responds to demand before awareness. When circulation is efficient, energy feels steady. Recovery is faster. Temperature stays regulated. When flow is impaired, fatigue appears. Healing slows. Tissue starves quietly before pain is felt. The circulatory system does not decide what the body needs. It delivers it, relentlessly, precisely, every second. A reminder that survival depends not just on what the body produces, but on how well it moves what matters to where it's needed. Life doesn't pause in this system, neither does circulation. The larynx, a small structure in the throat, yet central to breathing, speaking, and protection. It sits at the crossroads of air and food, deciding what enters the lungs and what does not. When you breathe, the larynx opens, allowing air to flow freely into the trachea. When you swallow, it closes instantly, sealing the airway to prevent choking. This timing is precise. Milliseconds matter. Inside the larynx are the vocal cords, two folds of tissue that vibrate as air passes through. Their tension, length, and position determine pitch, tone, and volume. Speech begins here. Tiny adjustments create language. Emotion shapes sound. Stress tightens the chords. Calm steadies them. The voice reflects internal state before words are understood. The larynx also protects the lungs. A sudden threat, smoke, liquid, debris, triggers a reflexive closure. Coughing follows, clearing the airway without conscious control. When irritated or inflamed, the larynx becomes sensitive. Voice weakens. Breathing feels restricted. Swallowing becomes uncomfortable. Yet when functioning well, it disappears from awareness. The larynx does not think. It coordinates. A gatekeeper of air, a generator of sound, and a shield for the lungs. A reminder that communication and survival share the same passage, managed quietly by a structure no larger than your thumb. The Achilles, the strongest tendon in your body, yet one of the most vulnerable. The Achilles connects your calf muscles to your heel. It plays a role in nearly every step you take. Walking, running, climbing stairs, standing on your toes. Every push off the ground depends on it. With higher speeds, it absorbs up to 10 times your body weight. That's why the Achilles is critical for athletes. Basketball players rely on it for jumping and landing. Sprinters use it for speed and acceleration. Field and court athletes need it for rapid direction changes. But Achilles problems aren't limited to sport. Daily activities place repeated stress on the tendon. Injuries rarely start with a rupture. They often begin as morning stiffness or soreness during movement. This is known as Achilles tendinopathy. It's commonly caused by overuse, poor loading, or limited ankle mobility. The good news is that Achilles adapts well to training. Progressive loading makes it stronger and more resilient. Exercises like calf raises and controlled eccentric